Some people in this life are too heavy. What I mean by this is that a lot of people have the capabilities to weigh you down. These relationships, these people, whether it be a friend, a lover, a family member, what usually takes place is that your environment, the people around you, they know you as someone, whether this be who you are or who you used to be. And so they hold you to this standard. They know you as this, it's familiar, it's comfortable, so they expect you to keep performing in this way. This can be good or it can be bad. If you are held to the standard of being disciplined, of being a kind and genuine person, this is a good thing. But if these are the same people that know you as a class clown, a downer, a druggie, something like that, and you don't want to be that person anymore because you want to grow out of it, you owe it to yourself to let go, to say no. And the unfortunate thing is that usually these connections that hold you back are the ones that are the most familiar. They feel safe. It's the people that you've known for years that you trust, that you care for, that you perhaps love. And that's the hard part. The reason why people stay where they are, the reason why people let these negative relationships impact them is because they're too scared to let go. They're too scared because their current reality feels safe and comfortable. But the reality that demands growth, that makes you get up and actually change your surroundings, change your life, it feels scary and out in the distance. And it essentially embodies the unknown. Right now, familiar, comfortable, repeatable, it's safe. Out there, you've let all of that go. You're in the unknown, the number one fear of humanity, and you don't know what comes next except for the fact that they're not there. And you have to make something of their absence. And so there's the type where it's just a wait. This person is genuinely just holding you back, or this person is keeping you where you are. Okay, wait. No. They're they're pulling you back. You're regressing, right? Or it's the person who knows you for this old version of yourself. I think I didn't I already talk about that? I think I already mentioned that. All right, never mind. I'm just going to use a experience from my own life. Tonight. Tonight 4 hours ago at 9:30, I said goodbye. I cut ties with a partner in my life. A girl, just say a girl. And what happened was this person who I cared for immensely, who cared for me immensely, we both realized that it's not going to work. We need to go our separate ways and we need to put this behind us. And if you asked me 2 days ago or a week ago if this relationship is benefiting me, I would give you an answer that's on the edge or a plain out no. But now, in retrospect, seeing this relationship, I realized that it was dragging me down so much. And the thing is that I knew I should have let it go. I know that this person's holding me back, but it's familiar, it's safe, it's comfortable. The exact three things that I just talked about that actually hold you back. I felt this in real time. But thankfully, we both felt the same way. And so I knew that something was going to happen and I like pre went through it, I prepared myself. And so when it actually came around, I had already processed, oh, pre-processed. That's the word I'm thinking of. Um, but yeah, when it came around, I actually felt like a weight had been lifted off of my chest. This girl, she's a good person. I'll say that. Start out with that. She is a good person, definitively. But there are aspects of her. One aspect is that she's hot and cold, extremely hot and cold. And so what it did is it put me through these loops, these emotional loops where it would be an up, and the ups were good, and then the downs, and the downs were horrible. It was really good and really bad. And it was never stable, and I never felt supported. And due to this, I was not only denied growth, I was regressing. Day by day, I felt myself becoming more anxious. I felt myself becoming less disciplined. And I'm not saying this is all her fault. Of course, for me to become anxious, to be less disciplined, I also have to have a say in that. But it wouldn't have happened if she wasn't in my life. And it's hard to let go. I felt it. You're going to feel it. You probably have felt it. The fear of letting go, the fear of change overall is immense. It's crazy. I want to say crazy huge. Sure, it's crazy huge. And what it does is it just stops you. That's all it does. It holds you back. And so, circling back to my other point, you owe it to yourself to let go. These people, it's been 7 minutes. These people holding you back, these people that you need to let go of, and you know it because you need to grow as a person. It's not hateful to let go. It's not like you're judging them and saying that they're not good enough. Sometimes letting go is just necessary for your own growth. Not because they're a certain way, not because they are a bad person. It's simply because of how they affect you. And if this effect is negative, you owe it to yourself to let go, to allow yourself to grow. I just felt this in real time. This is where I got the inspiration for this video 4 hours ago. And the change, I'm gonna be so honest, the change that I felt, the change in just mindset and in how my body felt, it was so clear and so crazy huge, right? I am so grateful that I went my separate way, that we went our separate way. I am so grateful because I was half of myself. I wasn't the person who I know myself as. And in part, that's my fault. It's not only her fault. And so, I owed it to myself to let go. I let go, and I'm free. Right now, I feel more like myself. I feel more free, less heavy, less anxious. Overall, just a healthier person, a healthy, happier, just whole. That's what I'm looking for. I feel whole. And with her, I couldn't feel that. And so, let this be your sign, honestly. If you feel that someone is holding you back, that someone is stopping you from growing and breaking out of your current situation or environment or relationship, let go. Don't overcomplicate it. Just say no, let go, and grow. You might feel guilty. In fact, you probably will feel guilty. But You need to understand that the reason of letting go isn't because they are a bad person, isn't because you think that they are such a negative influence that they become a horrible person. I kind of just said the same thing, but whatever. You're not guilty if it's necessary. If it's a necessary thing that you have to do to grow as a person, then you cannot feel guilty. You cannot feel shame. But I will say, I'm not advocating for the whole culture around like we have one challenge and I let go. In dating nowadays, at least, people have one challenge and they realize, oh, we're not compatible. But in reality, that's just you having an absence of ability to face challenge, work through it, and come out the other side. If this is a relationship, like a loving relationship, a partner relationship that you're thinking about letting go of, and you haven't even put in effort to try first to get over your hardships, to talk to this person, however uncomfortable it might feel, I say, and a lot of people, healthy people, would also say that you should at least put in the effort to try first. If you're in a relationship and you give up at the first sign of discomfort or the first challenge or fight, that's not a relationship. That's not a real relationship. And it's so sad. I think it's so sad. All right, 12 minutes. It's been 12 minutes. Uh, yeah. Those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching. Um, I have some goals for this channel. Subscribe if you've watched this far. I'm going to keep making videos and I'm going to keep making them interesting, or at least hopefully making them interesting. So I bet you would like to. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, just subscribe. Thank you.